Hi, Jonas.
Hi, Jonas.
Hello, hey guys.
We saw your installation at the graduation show at Kask, where you graduated as Masters in Fine Arts. We saw immediately a combination of painting as well as installation, sculpture, many things going on. Can you tell us more about this tendency of mixing media?
During my time at Cask, and I would say it's still true now, the core of it is making paintings. It's still something that I enjoy the most, I think, and that stimulates me the most, just the process of working with the material, but it also put a lot of pressure on myself, and I need kind of like a release valve in a way, just as a working process, also to do something else. More mindless kind of ways of working where you don't have to make decisions all the time. For the final presentation at graduation and also for the presentation at Z33, these two ways of working have kind of coalesced in the presentation at the end to hopefully support each other, complement each other. So paintings kind of at the core, but then props, sculptures that are kind of interdependent works displayed with them in the end. I also really enjoy the process of working with wood, so it finds its way in.
You make everything yourself. That's important to stress, or most of it, let's say.
I think so. Yeah. There's one thing that's a semi-ready-made, which I showed at graduation and which will also be at Z33 at Currents, which is a very long sculpture which kind of binds a room together by going from one end to the other. In the end, most of the things I do are kind of handmade, hand manipulated by me. And yeah, that's also something I play with. I'm interested in this kind of fetishism for authentic surfaces, which is kind of coming to the surface more and more now, I think.
So the works you made are all new?
The one sculpture previously mentioned, which I already showed at graduation, and the others are a series of paintings on sheets of aluminium, which are all presented, held by these oak framed wooden structures, which are made specifically with the help of flak in Genk. Mm-hmm. The wood workshops they have, which was, yeah, another huge positive. Being able to work there in a very focused, intense way for a few weeks was great. And these structures and the paintings are based on this traditional craftsmanship or like a applied painting practice that you have in the UK. I guess actually probably everywhere, but this was specifically UK for me, of pub signs which hang outside of pubs and which originated as a way to mark a building as a public house in the time with very limited literacy in the population. So an image would be painted on a board. I found it interesting, this relationship that then developed afterwards with those places, establishments being named after a painting in a sense, because the image becomes before the language. And just like these simple images that kind of like lend themselves well to manipulation and my way of thinking about how an image is constructed out of the material of paint. I made them on these aluminium sheets, which allowed a lot of flexibility in terms of erasing, painting again, erasing, which became this kind of vicious cycle in a way of kind of overworking in a very intense way and actually ending up nowhere a lot of the time, erasing everything I'd made.
Are there any works by the other 6 artists in the show that struck you, or and for what reason?
It's such a diverse group in a way. One thing that when it was installed, that I saw it in the flesh, that struck me a lot were the screen sculpture installations of Nama Roth, which on just a material level is so intriguing, something that you don't see. Every artist has made a good contribution. I think also Myrte's double channel video is something I saw already at Kask, obviously, which I think is a very strong piece. Most of my work is shown in a room where there's work of Jonathan de Meyer, which I think in the end is a very nice relationship. These kind of chalk and cheese, oil and water kind of works, which are very contrasting, but I think it works well.
Thank you very much for your time, Jonas, and we look forward to seeing your work at Z33.
Yes, thank you so much, and see you soon, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.